Do I think there could be any good advice on TikTok? Ooh, my predictions? I'm gonna say less than 10% of the advice on TikTok for finances is actually good. So let's see. Hello, my name is Jordan Schwartz. I'm a licensed financial advisor with Strategic Wealth Designers, and today I'm going to be reviewing and reacting to some financial videos on TikTok. How much am I on TikTok? I'm gonna carbon date myself here. I'm not a TikToker. I don't know how it works. I don't understand it. So I'm not on there. I'm finally not doing a social media thing. I'm old because of it, I guess.
Normalize marrying a man who isn't financially stable.
This is a terrible idea, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. I'm the child of divorced parents. You know what the #2 leading cause of divorce is? It's money. And if you argue about finances at least once a week, the likelihood of you getting a divorce goes up to 30%.
Okay, I don't know if that's
neither of you have assets,
accurate.
it's 70%. And for the record, I'm not saying you shouldn't date someone who's financially unstable. I'm saying you shouldn't tie the knot until you can afford to untie it. Because doing the damn thing is the most important business decision you'll ever make. That plus sign to follow for more, and good luck.
So I don't know what to say there. She sounds like she probably wants more subscribers because of that. I don't think all of that was bad advice. I literally am watching this for the first time, so I'm reacting just like you all are. I don't think it's good to base your decision off of who you're gonna marry in life based off of their finances. I think you should find someone that you love. But looking at this video, I think those stats are probably accurate. I know one of the #1 largest causes of divorce is money problems, and if your parents argue about money, you're gonna grow up in an environment watching that, and that's never a good thing.
Curtis.
Yep.
Give me 3 financial advices. Go.
Well, 401k and IRAs are terrible retirement plans. Getting a 15-year mortgage will lose you millions of dollars of opportunity cost. And permanent life insurance is the most valuable asset you could possibly own in your life.
So he's my 10% of people who have good advice. So 401ks and IRAs, I don't know if I would use as strong words of terrible investments, but those, you're gonna have to pay taxes in the future when you withdraw from those. And if I had to guess, this guy thinks taxes are gonna be a lot higher in the future. And then if you do a 15-year mortgage, let's say that your interest rate is, let's say 3%, okay. And let's say you pay off the house quicker. All that money, if you'd done a 30-year, you could have invested in a separate account and potentially earned maybe a 6 to 8% return. So I totally get that. And then permanent life insurance could be one of the best tools for your portfolio. Yeah, I know with me personally, I have a lot of my clients who are in permanent life insurance. It's a tax-free investment. You can have some safe money in there. It can get you a little bit of long-term care, chronic care. So I like this guy. That's good advice there. I'm not sure about his fainting couch I think that he's on, but I do like I like his advice.
One best financial advice that you've heard that had a very big impact in your life. I'll start. For me, it was that my finance teacher once said to me that before you actually invest or start a business, you should have an emergency fund and insurance first. Because that way you won't have to think about too much risks because you have a safety net.
I like that.
Because if you have an emergency fund, you can allow yourself to not get salaries in the first 6 to 12 months of your business. And if you get sick or any emergencies, you have your insurance to protect you and your family members as well. So before you risk it all in a business or a startup, have yourself protected first by insurance and having an emergency fund. It also follows if you want to start a farm.
There you go. I shouldn't have made my prediction so low. I agree with this guy. So I like that. So if you look at when you're starting a business or you're building a business, yeah, 6 months to a year's worth of cash, that gives you so much more freedom where you're not worried about your business making money right away. So yeah, I agree with that. And then life insurance, if something were to happen to you, or you get sick and you pass away sadly, and you have your family left behind, yeah, leaving a legacy, especially if you have children or if you're married, that's a great way to leave a legacy behind. So I agree with this guy. TikTok is showing me up today. I agree with this advice.
If you're looking for financial advice,
do
not take any advice from anyone who is not a fiduciary. Most financial advisors are not fiduciaries. Quite simply, a fiduciary is somebody who's required by law to put your financial interest before theirs and to not withhold material information from you, such as commissions and fees. It's pretty disgusting that the financial service industry doesn't require everyone to be a fiduciary. Unless somebody is a fiduciary, you always need to be thinking twice about what they're recommending.
I like his advice though. So yeah, you need to always work with a fiduciary, like he said. The fiduciary is the type of advisor who acts in the client's best ethical, legal, and moral best interest. So he is an RIA. He mentioned registered investment advisors in that video. That's what the firm I'm with is a registered investment advisor. So yeah, I like his advice on there. He's pretty spot on with there. Now I don't know how old this was, but the SEC did change some laws that have advisors, all advisors are supposed to be acting in their client's best interest. But I do like the registered investment advisor because they're generally independent. They're not captive to any one thing.
Financial advice that no one wants to hear. Number one, if you're broke, don't have kids. I'm sorry, but you can't afford them. Wait until you're financially stable and then they grow up in a stable environment. Number two, stop being complacent. Go ask for that raise. Look for another source of income. Go take that course and go improve your skills. Number three, avoid consumer debt. For a car, house is acceptable, but it's not by force to finance everything. Alright, it's Pokey Banks, baby.
I'm not a very good dancer, so I'm gonna stay out of that. I liked his advice though there. I'm getting shown up all over TikTok today, so that seemed like some personal improvement advice as well as financial advice. But yeah, I mean, if you look at a lot of children, you're passing on patterns of behavior to your kids. So if they're growing up in a financially unstable environment, it's not a way to bring life into the world. I like his idea. Have some stability before you do it. I don't have any issues with his advice on there. I think I'm getting shown up all over the place on TikTok today. I might have to start talking. Is that how you say it? Talking? Or start TikToking?
This is the best financial advice you'll get for free.
He's
Three
styling.
types of taxes. Tax now, tax later, and tax advantage. The average American is in the tax now, that's your bank account. Next you have tax later, which means your money gets taxed later, like your 401k. Finally, you have tax advantage. That means it's tax-free, and that's where the rich and wealthy are. The kicker is you could be in tax advantage, but you've been conditioned to be in the other two. But you'll probably stay there. I said this all before.
I want a glass of red wine. I don't know why I didn't get a glass of red wine for this. Okay, so yeah, you got three types of accounts: taxable, tax deferred, tax free. That's what he's describing. Most people are in tax deferred: 401ks, 403bs, TSPs. And here's the issue with these. You're basically getting the deduction on taxes, but you're paying taxes in the future. So if you build your 401k up to $1 million, great. Here's the issue. It's not $1 million. How much is it after taxes? I agree with him. You should get as much of your money as you can to tax-free. That's the name of the game, because if taxes do rise in the future and your stuff's tax-free, 80% times zero is zero.
What's the best financial advice you've ever heard or received? I'll start. Mine is don't save what's left after spending. Instead, spend what is left after saving. When you receive your salary or any type of income, immediately set aside a portion for savings, no matter how small, and spend the rest on your expenses. This way you can save up while also cutting down on some unnecessary expenses. What's your favorite financial advice? Let me know, stitch this or comment, and follow for more financial tips.
That reminds me of a book I read years ago. It's like one of the first financial books I ever read. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. And that's the exact same principle there. Don't spend and save what's left over. Have a specific amount of money that you're going to save every single month, and then whatever is left over, then figure out how to spend it. I like that. And then when you get a raise, don't just go automatically spend the raise. You're already living off that less amount. You save more, and one day you wake up, you're wealthy, and you're ready for retirement.
$100.
Shaq, my man.
You want to rip the 100 in half. 50. Save it. Don't even touch it.
I love that he helped
Put
athletes
it away.
with
Don't
this.
even look at it. Now you got 50 left. Now the smart people, the real smart people, the billionaires of the world, they'll take half of that 50, put all that away. This right here, have fun. You want to buy houses, you want to buy cars, you want to buy planes, you want to travel. This right here is what you have fun with.
I love
this right
Shaq's
here is
advice.
what you need for when you retire. So you invest, you put it away, you save it, you don't touch it. This is the house money. This is what you play with.
So Shaq is one of the most successful athletes all time financially. He is. If you look at what he's done, all the endorsement deals, everything he's done, that is a guy that knows what he is talking about for finances. So yeah, that's the whole idea of save half of what you make no matter how painful it is, and then spend the other half. And his idea is, okay, if you could, and not everybody can, you could build to it though. If you could save 75% of what you make and only spend 25%, you have enough money for the rest of your life, and not that long of a period of time. That's what a lot of millennials have done with the FIRE movement. So I like Shaq's advice. I don't know if I could pull off a striped polo like that though.
So what's a financial advisor? Financial advisors help you make decisions on what you should do with your money. There are two basic types: the asset manager, who helps you with your investments, and the wealth manager, who takes a broader view to ensure your wealth will be protected over the long run. So do I need one? It's up to you. But if your finances are getting more complicated, or if you're going through a life transition, it might make sense. But be aware of costs and quality.
Cool. I like that. So I'm not going to talk about the beginning part of it because I agree with her. The one thing I would say is if you're deciding if you feel like you need or don't need an advisor, I think most people who are within or who are outside of maybe 15 to 20 years from retirement could probably do it on their own. It's not easy, but it's simple. Save as much money as you possibly can, try to put it in tax-free investments and keep your expenses low. For those of you who are like within 10 or 15 years from retirement, that's where she's right. If you're going through life changes or transitions, that's where it probably makes sense to start having someone help you a little bit more with your planning to make sure you're not stepping on any landmines where they can protect you from that.
I wish someone gave me this advice when I was younger.
Learn everything you can about money and investing. Having your own money makes a big difference in life.
I think that's just good practical advice for anyone. It's easy. Just save as much money as you possibly can. My grandpa taught me how to invest when I was really young, but I know people who I talk to, the biggest thing that they wish that they had heard when they were younger is make the difficult decisions when you're younger to save more when you're younger so you don't have to save more later in life. I like that. He's got a bunch of credit cards. He's figured out the system. Always pay off your credit cards. Don't buy something that you don't have money for it. So my whole idea has always been, if I want to buy something, whether that's fun or whatever it is, like if I wanted like a new TV or like a computer, basically what I do is I put it on the card because I get the points and I build my score. But then I make sure if I'm going to buy something, I'm going to save that exact same amount of money on top of what I'm already saving. And that's always helped me make sure I'm disciplined. Sometimes it's like, oh, I'll just do something 3 months before. Just wait the extra 3 months. If you look at the grand scheme of things, that can build your credit score. And then you're like this guy where you can do a lot of cool stuff when your credit's high. You get rewarded from society when your credit is higher, that's for sure. Man, my reaction to the TikTok videos is that I was wrong. All of that advice had value and merit, so I apologize, TikTokers, I was wrong. So my reaction is there's good advice out there on TikTok, and just make sure anyone you're listening to, those were some of the good ones. Maybe there is some bad advice out there, but always just try to understand what people are saying to make sure that what it is that you're doing is best for you. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed me reacting to the TikTok videos. Probably a little embarrassing for me. If you liked the video, let us know in the comments section. If you'd like more videos just like this, let us know in the comments. Go ahead and like the video. And then if you would want more awesome content just like this, go ahead and smash and hit that subscribe button where you can see more of us all the time.